Manchester United to begin season review this week ahead of Erik ten Hag decision. Erik ten Hag left England on Sunday with his future at Man United up in the air as they prepare to review a season that was salvaged with a 13th FA Cup. Manchester United maintain they will not make a decision on Erik ten Hag's future until they have completed their review of their season. Club sources say the review will take place this week while ten Hag is on holiday. Ten Hag left England on Sunday after guiding United to their 13th FA Cup triumph. External sources expect ten Hag to be sacked after United finished 8th in the Premier League table and failed to qualify for the Champions League. On the 4 previous occasions United have not qualified for the Champions League since Sir Alex Ferguson retired, they have changed manager either during or at the end of the season. United co-owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe's refusal to offer ten Hag assurances has also been highlighted as a telltale sign the club are preparing to change manager. United have assessed potential candidates to succeed ten Hag for a number of months. Roberto De Zerbi was among the coaches considered earlier this year, and United have recently contacted representatives of the Ipswich Town manager Kieran McKenna. McKenna is understood to have withdrawn as a candidate to replace Mauricio Pochettino at Chelsea. The Manchester Evening News revealed last week McKenna's preferred destination would be United. Chelsea favour the Leicester coach Enzo Maresca as Pochettino's successor, with De Zerbi also under consideration. Former Bayern Munich coach Thomas Tuchel and Pochettino, sacked by Chelsea last week, would both relish the chance to manage United. Pochettino has coveted the United job for years, and the majority of the players were in favour of the Argentinian taking over in the summer of 2022. United's then football director John Murtough opted for ten Hag. This season's 8th place finish was United's lowest since 1990, and they suffered a Premier League era record 14 defeats as United recorded 66 cases of injury or illness that caused a player to miss a game. United's uplifting FA Cup victory secured Europa League qualification, and ten Hag is the first manager to secure silverware in successive seasons since Ferguson in 2011. An embattled ten Hag said at his post-match press conference at Wembley, "If they don't want me anymore then I go anywhere else to win trophies. I am in a project and we are exactly where we want to be," ten Hag bristled. "We are on our way to constructing a team for the future. I will go with ups and downs. When I took over we were in a mess at United. The team is developing, the team is winning, and at the end of the day it is about winning trophies, and the team also plays to an identity. But you need the players to be available and need a strong squad in top football, especially when you play in England and Europe. The Premier League is so competitive, so you need a very good squad and you need players available. There is still a lot of work to do, but we are exactly where we are. We have value in the squad, high potentials progressing very good, the team is progressing, and we are winning trophies. 2 trophies in 2 years is not bad, 3 finals in 2 years is not bad. We have to keep going. I'm not satisfied with it, we have to do better, and if they don't want me anymore then I go anywhere else to win trophies because that is what I did my whole career." Alan Shearer gives update after war of words with Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag. Man United shocked Man City with a stunning 2-1 victory in the FA Cup final on Saturday thanks to Alejandro Garnacho and Kobbie Mainoo goals. Alan Shearer feels he was well within his rights to criticise Manchester United during his interview with Erik ten Hag after the FA Cup final on Saturday afternoon. United were the underdogs against Manchester City, but the FA Cup returned to Old Trafford thanks to goals in the first half from Alejandro Garnacho and Kobbie Mainoo. Ten Hag's plan was executed perfectly by the players, and many have regarded the performance as the best of the Dutchman's tenure. However, ten Hag faces an uncertain future at the club and could still be sacked this week, despite winning 2 trophies in 2 years. Shearer and Gary Lineker were on punditry duty for the BBC at the weekend, and the latter asked ten Hag whether he'd been unfairly treated by the media this season. Ten Hag said he thinks so, and explained why. Shearer responded by pointing out how poor United have been, and there seemed to be tension between the pair. Some United fans have criticised Shearer and Lineker for asking tough but fair questions, and the pair discussed the exchange on the latest Rest is Football podcast. "He's entitled to have a pop back because he's been criticised at times, and I think rightly so because his team have been miles off it for most of the times this season," said Shearer. "They've been really poor. They've had a disastrous season in the Premier League, and I don't think any Man United fan would argue with that. To finish 8th in the table, to finish with the number of goals they've conceded and to have allowed so many shots against is embarrassing. So for all of those things, at times, we've had to criticize them this season. If we didn't, we wouldn't be doing our jobs, but he's entitled to have the hump with people who he feels have been unfair. I just felt I was well within my rights to say, okay, I understand you, but we have to do our job, as well you doing yours. If we didn't criticize you for all those points I've just made, we would look foolish, which is why I felt it was right I could come back at him to say hang on, you have been poor. I know they've had injuries, but everyone has, Chelsea have, Newcastle have and Liverpool have. Some of his signings have been really poor and I think it's right we've been critical. I did also make the point I thought his team were unbelievable in the FA Cup final. They were by far the best team, they won every tackle and had the right attitude. He played a blinder in terms of his tactics and I said all of those things, but yeah, the Man United fans, messaging me, it's fine. Club sources have indicated a review is taking place this week and a decision on Ten Hag will follow, I don't have a doubt. Erik Ten Hag hints at Man United future amid Sir Jim Ratcliffe update. Man United manager Erik Ten Hag has no plans to leave Old Trafford this summer amid increasing speculation that he could be sacked. Manchester United are not expected to communicate a decision on Erik Ten Hag's future until later this week. Ten Hag led United to a second trophy in as many seasons on Saturday, overseeing a 2-1 win over Manchester City in the FA Cup final at Wembley. United won the second successive All-Manchester final through goals from Alejandro, Garnacho and Kobbie Mainoo. Almost all of the pre-match build-up was dominated by speculation surrounding Ten Hag's future at Old Trafford. He is understood to be in a position of uncertainty after overseeing United's lowest ever finish in the Premier League era. A summer of change is in the offing at Old Trafford after the Ineos Group secured control of football operations earlier this year. Co-owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe has ambitious targets, including wanting to knock both Manchester City and Liverpool off their perch. Within 3 years, United have analysed potential replacements for Ten Hag and are interested in Ipswich Town manager Kieran McKenna. The Manchester Evening News reported last Monday that United have contacted the 38-year-old's representatives. However, United, putting preparation for the FA Cup final at the forefront of their plans, held off from making a definitive decision on Ten Hag's future ahead of their date with City at Wembley. The Dutchman has a year remaining on his contract. Both before and after Saturday's tussle with City, Ten Hag was quizzed on his future. At Thursday's press conference, the United manager confirmed he would be heading on holiday following the conclusion of the campaign. When asked if any discussions had been planned with United's hierarchy for this coming week, the Dutchman said, "No, we already did, and on Sunday I will go on holiday. I think I deserve it. It is not necessary to have assurances. We will go for next season." Ten Hag remained committed to staying in charge for next season in one of his many post-match interviews with the rights holders. He came out fighting, insisting he plans to build on the success of winning the FA Cup. Speaking to ITV Sport about his future after the Wembley victory, Ten Hag said, "I don't have doubts, but it's of course not up to me. I am in a project. When we came, we were absolutely at a low. We performed, we improved, and the squad last season reached 2 finals and we won the Carabao Cup. We were 3rd in the league. This season, it's a mess, it's true, but the reasons are there. But in the end, we won a trophy. Underneath you see the team is developing, underneath you see players developing. There is high potential, but it needs time." Following the triumph over City, Ratcliffe issued an update by releasing a statement to congratulate all of those involved. He made no reference to Ten Hag's future, but it was not a statement designed to do anything but congratulate the team. Ratcliffe exclaimed, "It is a glorious feeling to win the FA Cup final at Wembley. Manchester United were clearly not the favourites to win today, but they played with total commitment and skill and overcame one of the great teams in football. We are all very proud of the players and the staff who worked tirelessly to support them." With a review into United's season expected to take place in the coming days, it is possible United will announce their decision on Ten Hag's future while he is away on holiday. Ten Hag wants to stay at Old Trafford and continue building on the success of winning 2 trophies.